Hi guys, thanks so much for joining me today. Now first and foremost, you might be saying, what the hell is on your head? I'm not really into headbands all that much, but so I don't really know what's stylish as far as headbands go. Like, I know that the ones with the big flowers on them, and I have a couple of those, are very stylish, but the reason I'm wearing this right here, and it kind of looks like I'm from the teens and 20s and I'm going swimming with my bathing cap on, is because what I'm going to talk about in this video, I want to show you how much I look like something that I'm going to talk about in this video today. And it's like, I noticed when I was doing my makeup, and this is what I put in my hair when I do my makeup to pull it back, so I figured I'm just going to wear this throughout the whole video. Why the hell not, right? Let's be weird. Yes, it's the paranormal video of the week. I even have paranormal nail polish on today. Actually, this is a really funny story, and I'll tell you that in a second. So I'm going to try to make a face at the camera right now to show you what I'm talking about when I say that I look like a certain something. Then I'm going to take a picture from the internet. Now, I'm not going to copyright infringe anything here. You're allowed to use pictures from the internet for educational purposes in your YouTube video, and it's for an educational purpose to show you that I look like something. And then you're going to say, oh my god, you are a hybrid, okay? So I'm going to try really hard to make this face, and it's probably going to be really funny, and you guys are going to be like, and you can laugh because I'm being funny here. I'm not being like dead serious. I don't think I'm a hybrid alien, but okay, you got that face? Oh my god, I'm such an ass. Now I will show you, like, I'll stop frame and then I'll show you next to that, and you'll see I look a little bit like this looking alien that's on a book cover. It's from the book Communion, which I intend to read while I'm doing a little bit research on aliens and alien abductions, which is what today's video is about. Today's Friday. I'm actually reshooting this video. I shot it earlier in the week, but I looked at a video that I shot earlier in the week wearing the same clothes and hair, and I looked really shitty in that video. It was not a good day. It's been a very off week for me. It's been raining. I'm not good in the rain because of my injuries. I was like, I'm not going to upload that alien abduction video. I'm going to make a new one wearing a really weird headband. I don't know, is that fashion? I don't think it's fashionable. To me, it looks like I look like a gypsy or some shit. I'm a gypsy. Anyways, let me get on with this. Yes, today I'm going to talk about alien abductions and UFOs. Now, you know that I usually center on ghost on my channel, and I really love the ghost aspect of the paranormal. But since I do have a paranormal channel, I feel that maybe I should talk a little bit about aliens and UFOs and what have you in that kind of aspect of the paranormal. The reason I don't really talk about that is because I don't have a lot of experience with it as I do with ghost, and I don't really know too much about it because I don't really research into it because I'm just not that interested in it. Until now, because I did do some research this weekend, and I'm thinking it brings back a lot of childhood memories. Now when I say that, it's because my father, as I mentioned in my paranormal tag, when I did the paranormal tag video, he is the UFO buff in the family. He loves UFOs. I remember as a child, I had to watch the documentary. It was called UFOs Are Real. I think I watched that probably 30 times in my entire life, and it was all during my childhood. Now that's a very grainy, low-budget documentary. It was shot in 1979, but I'm telling you, it's a pretty good documentary, and you can still get it. I know they're selling it on Amazon if you wanted to check it out. Maybe try to get a copy and not pay for it, because it is dated. But it's pretty good. I mean, it makes you think. That being said, there are 4 encounters of aliens, extraterrestrials that you can have. First encounter is like just seeing a UFO without having any evidence of seeing a UFO. Second encounter is there is evidence that an alien UFO has been there, like, you know, crop circle. Now, don't get on me and be like, crop circles aren't aliens, they're from people, you're crazy, because I'm just stating what they are, okay? I'm not saying people made crop circles, I'm not saying aliens did. I don't know enough yet to make that statement, and I've never seen an alien make a crop circle, so I'm not going to say, yes, an alien made this crop circle. But that's what Close Encounters of the Second Kind are. You know, they left like an imprint from their spaceship in your yard when they picked you up the night before. Which brings us Close Encounters of the Third Kind, is when you had some sort of telekinetic kind of speech and communication with the aliens without actually having been involved in the fourth kind, which is they took you and abducted you. So I have had an encounter with an alien or UFO, as you can say, and I've only had the first kind. I've seen one. It was about 10 years ago, I'd say. I was actually going to do my laundry with my friend. She lived in an apartment at the time. She didn't have a washer, so we did our laundry together at the laundromat. She picked me up from work that day. I remember it was a Sunday night, and I worked until the closing shift. I was working in a grocery store, and it was just very weird. It was odd, and there was no other way to describe what I saw except that it was a UFO. When I say UFO, I mean unidentified flying object. I don't mean that it was you know, a spaceship, because I can't say that was a spaceship being flown by little green men, or in this case, yellow or gray men. I think the guy I'm going to show you in the picture comparison to me is yellow, but what we were doing was we were driving the laundromat, and we were on top of a hill on a stretch of road called Route 206 that goes through the entire state of New Jersey, so we were on one stretch of the road. We were on top of the hill that goes down, and we were driving maybe 40 miles an hour, so what I saw was very brief, but we both saw it, and it was over a mountain. So when it was over the mountain, she looked up first and she said, what the hell is that? You know, or she could have said, what the F is that, but I don't remember. And I looked up and I'm like, holy shit, what is that? And I'm like, I don't know, but I think it's a UFO. So, you know, I've always been into the paranormal, so I was really excited when I saw it. So she's like, I don't know, that's really weird. Now I'll describe to you what I saw. Over the mountain that we were passing, so it was on our, we were driving northbound, so it was on our left of where we were passing. Just over the mountain, it was actually hovering, it wasn't moving. I saw what looked exactly like the sun. Except it couldn't have been the sun because it was nighttime. It couldn't have been the sun because it was not illuminating the world around me. It couldn't have been the sun because it was a tad bit smaller than when you see the sun, and when I looked at it, it didn't burn my eyes. I wasn't like, oh, I'm blind. But that's what I saw, and that's what she saw too. So, you know, we just went to the laundromat, got our laundry done. Didn't really talk too much about it. You know, maybe when we got there, like, holy shit, it was a UFO, whatever. You know, and then I got home that night, being, you know, into the paranormal as I am. I told my dad, I was like, I saw a UFO. He's like, yeah. And I went online that night and I looked up whether there was any astrological explanation for what I saw. Because I'm thinking maybe it was an asteroid, and I'm thinking if that was an asteroid, it was that close to Earth, we're all going to die like really soon. But the thing is, it was gone when we went back through, so I'm thinking maybe it was a meteor. Okay, but a meteor is like, and it's gone. It doesn't hover in the air like that. Maybe it was a shooting star. The same thing. I've seen millions of shooting stars in my lifetime, and they're like, and they make that sound. I'm telling you, no, I don't know. I looked up any kind of meteor showers that could have been going on. You know, there was nothing that went over New Jersey that night, and no reports of, you know, anything like that. So it was completely unexplainable. It couldn't have been a helicopter with its headlights because it was the color of the sun. It was bright orange on bright sun-like UFO coming to get you kind of thing. That is the only time I've ever seen a UFO. I'd love to see more because I think the more I see, the more I'm going to really believe in them and say, ooh, aliens. It's not that I don't believe in them now, because I do. There's been so many eyewitness accounts of UFOs, so many films of them taken. It's just that as a paranormal researcher, an amateur paranormal researcher, we have to see it to believe it, kind of. And I've seen ghosts, so yeah, I believe in ghosts, but I've never seen an alien. How awesome would it be, guys, if one pops up in that window behind me, he's just like, hello? That'd be great, but it's not gonna happen. That's really all I can say about it right now, except that I will be bringing more videos on UFOs and alien abductions on this channel, because I know that being a paranormal channel, not everybody's just here to hear about ghosts. You want to hear about all aspects of the paranormal, which I'll be doing cryptids, UFOs, aliens, alien abductions, ghost, more ghost stories. I didn't even get through half of what I had in my Sasquatch notebook from my family and friends' encounters with the ghostly stuff. But I definitely wanted to give you guys a heads up that I will be working on UFOs and alien abductions. And I also want to ask you guys, and when I ask you this, I'm being sincere. I want to know, have you ever seen a UFO? When did you see it? What time? Have you seen more than one UFO? Have UFOs always been in your lives? Do you feel that maybe you've been abducted by aliens? I'm not laughing at you, I just really want to know if someone's been abducted by aliens. And yes, if you're a skeptic and you're going to be a smartass and comment this video and say I'm crazy because I'm talking about this, then whatever. Okay, maybe I'm crazy, but you know what? I'm having a lot more fun with my life than you are. Okay? But yeah, tell me your stories. You've been abducted, you've had close encounters of any kind. I'd like to know. This way I can get into more research. My favorite alien abduction stories is Travis Walton. If you ever saw the movie Fire in the Sky, which is really scary account of the Travis Walton story, that is his story. Actually, kind of the way he tells it, it didn't exactly happen like that, as scary. And my absolute favorite alien abduction story is Barney and Betty Hill, which happened back in the 1960s, I believe, or the early 70s. And I'll tell you, that account, I'm actually going to do a whole presentation on my channel about that, because that is a pretty awesome alien abduction story. That is so believable, and it makes me really think that people are being abducted by aliens. So yeah. Announcement. Next week, my paranormal video of the week, which will be uploaded, maybe a week from this one, Saturday, Friday, will be my scariest ghost experience. I know you guys have been waiting a long time to see that video from me. I will be going Saturday, which is tomorrow, back into the graveyard where we encountered the thing that gave me my scariest paranormal experiences, just to get some pictures for you guys of some of the things that I talk about in that video, because I did shoot that video and then my husband watched it, and I'm actually holding up little diagrams that I drew with a pencil on computer paper, and he's like, we'll go back and take pictures because those are ridiculous diagrams. And I'm like, okay. But I agree with him, so I'm going back tomorrow to that cemetery to get some, good pictures. I'll take pictures of the cemetery too. It's a beautiful cemetery, very old graves from, I think there's some in the 1600s in there, and I'll actually make a video of cemetery pictures if you want, because I've done that my whole life, taking pictures in cemeteries. Yeah, I'm one of those people. So thank you so much for watching. Comment, rate, and subscribe. And if you're subscribed, thank you so much, guys. I've reached 100 subscribers this week, and it means the world to me. I never thought that I would ever get 50 subscribers, let alone 100. And I'll definitely be bringing you more awesome paranormal videos in the future. Bye!